Good morning, Team Trades. If you're new to my channel, welcome to J Trades TV, where we discuss all stock-related options. How's y'all day today? Well, morning. How's y'all morning going, Nuno? I see you, baby. Shout outs to all the members in YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, all over the place, man. Thank y'all for joining me today. We are keeping a look right now. We are getting some news on the SPY. You can see right now we are jumping at this moment. I'm keeping my eyes set on that at this moment. So we should be having some job. Let's check it out. Real quick. Did it come out? Let me refresh this bad boy real quick. Yep, we did have some news that just came out. 8 million for the last business days. So 8.8 million. Let me see if I can do a little screenshot and send that to Deck and them so they'll have it. Unless Zach already posted, because you know he's fast. Boy, I can never beat that boy. Let me hear him say that. Try to see if I can send that to Deck and them real quick before Zach posted, which I know he about to post it. By the time I do it, I'm gonna be late. Already know I'm about to be late on this. He always beat me to the punch every single time. I can't never get him. Let me see. We try to see if I can bring it out. Let me see. Job openings real quick. All right. Let me see. Try to get some of the summary out. Boom, boom, boom. Let me try to see if I can send it before he do, which I'm pretty sure he already did it. Oh, let me do that. All right. Copy, paste. Boom. Go ahead and close that out. Pretty sure he already posted it. All right, job openings, turnover summary. Let me go ahead and send that to Deck and them so he already know he has it. So it's already sent to Deck's chat. So what we looking like right now? Ooh, got a nice little pullback on down. We're supposed to have, what was the SMI was supposed to come out too, right? We're supposed to have some SMI data too. Let me check this out. Do we have some SMI data as well? Let me pull this up real quick. SMI data. All right. Let's see SMI data. Let's see what we got. I don't know why this thing be taking forever in the day to load up. Oh, come on. I don't know why it does this. This thing like hesitates for some apparent reason. It's like the minute the news come out, the website hesitates for some apparent reason. I don't know if it's getting too much information. There we go. All right, for the third. All right, what we got? Let me go ahead and take a screenshot of that as well. So the forecast was a 47.1. We actually came out with 47.4 as far as the forecast. So let me go ahead and send that to Deck as well. Send it out to my boy, to the team. Make sure they have that information. So let me go ahead and say this real quick. All right. And that would be, I'm going to just put SMI, say this, SMI. I say SMI, ISM data. Let me go ahead and post that up real quick. Go ahead and send it to him. Make sure they got that data as well. Boom, boom, boom. Select all, copy, boom. Send that to Deck, and they should be good to go. Okay. Yep, so I'm sending out the data to everybody. So I'm going to be sending it out to my chat as well. Just sending it out to Deck and then real quick since he's online. Let me go ahead and send it out. All right, boom. What's a good entry for a call right now? Honestly, you should have got in around that 470, to be honest. Jenna, around that 470. Could have caught that 470 bounce and ran it back on up. Caught a 50-cent profit, from 470 back on up to 470.50, because that's going to be a tested area that we need to stay above at this moment, which is what it's doing. So if you would have got in at 470, ran it on to 470.50, you could have either sold it at 470.50 range or kept holding. So 470 would have been a good entry to get in. Let me send the information on my side too to make sure everybody has it. Right now, I ain't gonna be anticipating for a call. A put. I ain't going to front to you. I'm anticipating the put. So I'm just letting y'all know that's what I'm anticipating, but I'm waiting on the setup. So I'm gonna see how's everything gonna line up. So basically, the way that we're looking. So if you look at pre-markets, yesterday's pre-market high to today's pre-market high, you can see that it created a downtrend from the I put it right here from my pre-market high Tuesday. I always list my stuff at 476.41. That was yesterday's pre-market high, and today was 472.77. So I went ahead and wrote these down. So, and as you can see, that is creating a downtrend. So I'm gonna give it some time to run on up, let it do what it do. So right now we are still on a downtrend. We haven't hit those highs yet. So we're taking a nice little run. But yeah, generally, I mean, between that 470 to that 470.50 was actually a good area. Due to the fact is right here, around that 470.50, you had support. You see right here, yesterday, you came on down and you bounced right off of that 470.50, went on up. And right here, we trying to re-break that 470.50 and try to create support once again. But keep in mind, we are on this downtrend. So let's see once we hit around this area 471.50. But we will have what areas before that? You're gonna have 71.35, 471.35. So it's letting that bad boy run on up right now. And as you can see, the indicators, pay close attention to the indicators. We have not got a crossover yet. The blue, which is the 50 SMA, is still above the main indicators that's supposed to be on top. So keep that in mind that it is getting overextended. So we're going to see if we see some type of crossover or move on up. But I will be keeping my eyes peeled on that to see will be a good entry for me. So I will be, at this moment, be going for a put, but I'm not going in at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and keep letting it get overextended till we reach certain areas of resistance, which we are hitting a little bit right here around this 470.90 where I have my line listed at. We did hit, because you can see right here, we hit a little bit of resistance, came on down, we broke above it, bounce, which was support, now turns into what? Resistance. So at this particular point in time, we are getting a little small pullback, but overall, the green candles are basically engulfing the red candles, so keep that in mind that the buyers are in control, because you have way bigger green candles than you have red candles. So let's see what happens at this point in time. Let's see if it's going to create like a little mini bull flag. Let's see. We're going to get like a little pullback and then a break right back above that 470.90, or will that 470.90 hold as resistance? We're going to keep it on watch. We will keep it on watch. Oh, no problem, gentlemen. But yeah, that's why I called out the 470, because again, that was a whole number, a whole rounded number. Because you remember 460, 470, 480, 490. So your whole numbers pretty much. So if you would have got in at 470, got in around that 470, they had like a little bit of pullback below that mark. So where did it actually fall? Let me stretch it out just a little bit. So around 469.75, had a little bounce here. But I like to do, me personally, I like to do whole numbers, half numbers. So, like 470, 475, 480. So 470, which is a whole number. And the reason why I like whole numbers is because you get a lot out of it. Because you get into a whole number and it runs, it's gonna cross over different increments before it gets to the next whole number. Meaning like you're gonna get in at 470, right? You're gonna get at 470. 470.20, 470.50, 470.60, all the way on up to the next level to 471. So that's why I said I like getting at whole numbers where you can get in on the cents. So basically, if you would have got in at 470, the whole number itself, you could have had a nice run up to 450. So say, for instance, you had 1,000 shares. You would have got in at 470, ran on up to 470.50. That's 50 cents added, to your account. So that's $500. Had it would have kept going from 470 up to 471, you would have had $1,000. So that's why I like playing whole numbers. But as you can see, that 470.90 is holding up as resistance at this time. And as I told you, that 50 SMA is above the main indicators that normally are to the top, which was going to indicate a reversal. As you can see that we are reversing at this point in time. So let me stop talking and get me focused on my trades so I can get my trades in. Oh, and I do have my little setup right here so y'all can see me get into play. So y'all can see my P&L here and my fields. So I did set that up just for y'all so y'all can see, because I know sometimes I'll trade on the other side of my monitor, because it's kind of hard to look at one chart and then trying to focus on my actual trading chart. So I put it right here. So whatever I do on my side is gonna basically react on this side. So, which I should have got in, and I just so busy trying to set everything up. Should have got in right there. Missed that opportunity. I'm not tripping. I'll wait for the next opportunity for it to present itself. So let me go ahead and look at my contracts, get my contracts set up ahead of time, get that ready. But again, how's everybody morning? How's everybody doing? Did anybody make any trades? Are y'all still sitting on your hands? Are you waiting for an opportunity? You know, Nuno from Trade Life, Jenna, what are y'all doing? What's y'all game plans? What's from YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Rumble, everybody? You know, y'all can hit me up in my chats right above my head. You know, let me know what y'all, what's y'all game plans, what y'all thinking, what y'all trying to do. I'm just trying to wait for the next opportunity. So what I'm gonna do is, even though I missed this opportunity, I'm gonna go ahead and let it run up. I'm gonna see if we still try to get another extension. Cause we haven't hit that downtrend, the downtrend mark just yet, the resistance. So we was to come up. We do have room to run right back on up. So which is pulling back. God, I missed my opportunity. Let me go to my contract to today. Anyway, I need to fix it. Today's the 3rd, right? Man, I should have got in on my pullback. Everything was happening so quick, I had missed it. I was trying to talk and trying to see. Let me see this contract. Let me see how this contract would have been looking. Let's check it out real quick. Let's check it out. And while this is going on, I'm gonna go over the. Let me see. Where's my contract at? Is this it? No, that's not the right one. It's my old contract. I didn't really move that well. Let me see. This is a put. It's not moving yet. It's not moving too hot just yet. Let me see. Let me check out the call contract. Oh, that's why. I'm gonna tell call instead of a put. Duh. Come on, Jay, get it together. That's why I didn't see anything. I'm like, didn't it just move? I'm like, I ain't see anything. All right, let me go to a. Let me go to a put contract. Hey, I went to a call contract. I meant to go to a put. My fault. Okay, so yep, I would have got in at $1. Yep. Contracts on the put side are looking good at this moment. So, yeah, I definitely want to wait for some more movement. Yeah, that was kind of fast, so I missed that one. Man, I was trying to, talk about everything, trying to, break down everything. And, God, man, that would have been – Nuno would have had you. Nuno would have had you, man. Nothing yet. Waiting for a break of the 470 to the downside, and which we are breaking to the downside because we did get rejected at the 470.90. And we are testing. Let me stretch it out just a little bit. See if we testing any. What areas is this? This is for what? 69.75 at this moment. It's trying to bounce off, and we still going down. Ah, man. God, I was too busy trying to talk about everything. Like I said, it happened so fast. I missed it. Oh, Nuno, you lucky. Oh, you lucky. Got in at a boy. I would have got in at $1. Oh, $2 up to $3. That'd have been a $200 profit right there. That's cool. I'm gonna wait for the next setup. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. That's why I say don't never force. If you miss an opportunity, wait for the next opportunity. So as you can see right here, we are still on that downtrend. Downtrend is still in play. Again, from even if I take off all of these marks, you can still see it. So if I take off of these here, you can clearly see this. It was a downtrend starting since yesterday, from yesterday's pre-market high to today's pre-market high. That's on a downtrend. And we did break that 470.50 range where we was holding up as support for the moment. We was holding up as support at the 470.50 range. Now we just broke that big time. We cracked that bad boy. See, right here where we bounce, and we wind up cracking it. Now we're continuously going on down. So let's go a little bit further out. Let me see. Let me put my lines back. So what did I have? What areas did I have coming up that should be holding up as support coming up? I got the 469.40 and then the 468.90. So let's see what's going to happen once we get into these ranges here. Let's go see what's going to happen as we get into this 469.40 area. Let's see. Because right now we're at 469.50. So let's see where we go from here. So it's trying to bounce off that 50 cent area, but I'm going to see if it's going to go down a little bit lower to the 40s. It looks like it's still getting a little weak. Yep. So right now we're still going down to the 469.40s a little bit. So getting a little bit of pullback. Let me see, what was the low so far on that candle? Low was what? 469.49. So I think we're still gonna get a little bit of pullback. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see. And do remember, we do have some 2 o'clock. We have the Fed's meeting coming out at 2. So that's another thing too. Let me go ahead and get into the things that I was supposed to talk about before all the news and everything came out. Let me go ahead and break this down real quick. Today's discussion. What do we have today? just some minor earnings, like nothing major. We didn't have nothing major today. UniFirst, that's before the market open, and then we're gonna have the CalMine Foods, and then we're gonna have the Simulation Plus and RGP coming out after market close. I don't see any really nothing major as far as the earnings at this moment that that'll cause the market to shift. But as far as economics report, we did today. We did have the U.S. job openings. We did have the ISM manufacturing. And do remember and keep in mind, 2 o'clock we will have the minutes of Fed December meeting. So that will be at 2 o'clock. So definitely keep that in mind. So if I miss this opportunity, I might just wait till 2 o'clock. To be honest, I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. Since we do have and that's also, let's see what's coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow at 8:15 we're gonna have the ADP employment. 8:30 we're gonna have the initial jobless claims, and at 9:45 we will have the S&P final U.S. service PMI. So that's tomorrow. So today we had the U.S. job openings and the ISM manufacturing, and at 2 o'clock we will be having the Fed's meeting. So keep that in mind. It will be coming up at 2 o'clock. So if I missed, God dang it. Look at my contract at right now, man. Nuno, you lucky. God, you lucky. I think it's just honestly, I think it's just gonna be just a regular meeting, a regular Feds meeting. So it's not gonna be like Jerome Powell and them speaking, Jenna. But yeah, it's gonna be at 2 o'clock. Let me see if I can find any more information on that. God, look at my contract, man. Jeez, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not sweating it. I'm not gonna even sweat it. Let me do some more research on it real quick, Jenna. Real quick. Let me bring it up. Let me go back out of this. Let's take a little gander. Let's see who's gonna actually be talking today as far as the Fed's meeting. Today's meeting is Fed meeting, so let's take a research on this bad boy. Minutes Fed meetings. Refresh the insights. Dow Jones. Fed's meeting today. Release today. I think it's gonna be more of a release. Let's see how serious the Fed's cutting the rates. Come on. I don't need no advertisements right now. Get on my face. Okay, so the minutes from the FOMC December 12th through the 13th meeting will be released at 2 o'clock and should provide some additional sight into how Fed officials' views of the economy have shifted in recent months, and what economic data policymakers are prioritizing to make their economic projections. So I think it's going to be more of a release. I mean, like it's not going to actually be a meeting. It's going to be more of a release that's going to be coming out. It's like a statement, pretty much. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's going to be more of like a statement. Because Jerome is not speaking that I know of, because they're not saying that he's speaking. So I think it's going to be more of a statement. Cuss rate. He predicts following post meeting last month. Remarks as So I think it's gonna be more of a statement. I'm trying to do some more research into this to actually see. Let me take a look real quick. Let me just try to figure this out. But I know he's not speaking, because normally they'll have him speaking like at 2:30. They'll have him listed as far as speaking. But I didn't see anything with dealing with Jerome Powell. So Jerome is not speaking for sure. He's not. Let's see. That's 1 year. I don't think they have no updates on YouTube either. No updates on YouTube. Key takeaways, December SLC meeting. Jerome Powell says. I don't see anything with Jerome Powell. So I don't think he's not gonna be speaking. Man, I wanted this move so bad. And I already had my line in motion too at 470.90. So I'm gonna wait for another opportunity. I'm wait for it to line itself right back on up. Cause like I said, we are still under a downtrend, so I'm gonna just wait for it to start to move back on up and try to look for some more downside. Almost like a pop. See how it came on down and we had a nice little pop here. And then we tested around the 473.67 and we wound up flushing right back on down. So I'm gonna kind of wait on like almost kind of like the same pattern, almost like this, going in later on. So right now I'm gonna just sit on my hands and wait for the setup to happen. So I do have a 3-minute chart set up. And the reason why I got this uptrend line because I seen it on a 30-minute time frame. It was on a 30-30. I checked this morning. Let me go back. So right here, we cracked that bad boy because we was on the uptrend. We wound up cracking it. But let me see. Let me stretch out just a little bit. You can see it a little bit better. Yeah, you can see right here. You bounced. And I thought we was going to catch another bounce here, but we wound up cracking this uptrend that was supposed to hold. But yeah. So therefore, that's letting me know I see more. It's going to be more downside than upside. So that's why I'm going to wait for another opportunity, to put myself in a better position. Because even though I missed this one, I'm going to wait for the next one. Just wait for the next setup. So that's one thing you have to do. I mean, you just have to, when you're not trading at this particular point in time, man, don't allow your emotions and everything else to get the better of you and force you into a trade that you're not supposed to get into. So what I'm doing is, and I'm trying to lead by example, is all I'm going to do is just wait, sit on my hands, wait for the next opportunity to set itself up. So I'm going to just see what's going to present itself on the next run. So, we are still dumping good. So I'm going to just wait for a nice bounce back on up, for a nice setup on back on down. So that's all I'm gonna do is just wait for the opportunity, because we're still early into the market. It's only 10:21, so we have the rest of the day to go. So I'm gonna wait for it to find some footing, and then it should be around this 469.40 mark. Look like it's trying to bounce in that area right here where I got it listed, where I got it marked at. As you can see right here, look like it's trying to find some support in this little area. So let's see what's gonna happen. If it's gonna hold, we're gonna go to a new low. Let's see. Look like I want to go to a new low. Let's see where it's trying to go. It might test that 478.90, man. It's still dropping. God. Oh, I wish I was in that contract. Ugh, Jesus. And I seen this downtrend setup from the beginning. I was putting it out on I put it out on Dex Lobby, and I put it out on Caesar's Lobby because I seen it. Because like I said, yesterday morning we got this pre-market high of day. And then we came up here to this morning's pre-market high of day. So if you connect the dots, you can see a downtrend setup pretty much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait on a nice little bounce back on up, see how it's going to set itself back on up for later on. And because right now, I'm not about to catch these bottoms because I don't want to get caught in a potential bounce. Man. That's the only thing I hate about options. Options, you always miss the best opportunities. Because like your best opportunities, had like pre-market would have been open, I would have for damn sure caught like this area right here, and that was around the 472.50s. In this high area right here, had I would have been able to get my options early this morning, right here where I see this opportunity, I would have got in and held and rode that bad boy on down. But that's the only downfall when it comes to options is, you can't get in as far as pre-market. So you're missing like really all the best opportunities. So when you do miss the best opportunities as far as pre-market, all you do is set yourself up for an intraday setup. So now I missed pre-market, which is here. I'm going to wait for it. Intraday to set itself up later on. So right now we all still getting a nice little pullback. I'm going to just wait. I'm going to sit on my hands. I'm not going to force anything. I'm going to just wait for the opportunity. That's it. Wait for the next opportunity to present itself. Yep, they are still trying to hold up around this 469.40 mark right here. So they are trying to hold up as much as they can, the buyers are. But as far as I'm looking at the volume, I see no buyers. It's straight selling pressure. I see no green candles as far as the buyers buying side. Man, that's crazy. And I was trying to catch it too. Man, I thought it was gonna catch a nice pop up first, all the way back on up, and then I was gonna catch it. But that's why I say, man, when you're dealing with options, sometimes you'll miss the best opportunities, and your best opportunities in pre-market. Even yesterday was a good opportunity for a setup right here around the highs of 476.40, 41. A beautiful entry right here that would have been good for an opportunity. But that happened in pre-market, and look what happened. Then it flushed on down. Same thing this morning. Nice opportunity around 472.77. Nice opportunity to get in and ride it back on down. Always pre-market. That's why, man, that's the only thing I be hating about options, man. You miss those opportunities like it be early in pre-market. I can't stand that crap. It drive me nuts when I can't catch it. And pre-markets, I mean, it'd be like the best time, especially on the put side. Oh man, it'd be the best times to catch them. Because right now we still on a downtrend. So let me go ahead and get rid of this uptrend since we didn't crack this. We do come back on up. Matter of fact, let me keep it just to see if it does try to go up here and it holds up as some type of resistance. I'm gonna see if that's gonna still come into play as far as this uptrend. I want to see what it does. Yep, so we all bouncing off of that right here, that 49, that's 469.40. Where I have my line at, we all bouncing off of this area. So it's gonna try to move back on up. So the areas that we bounced out, this is how you do when you want to look for resistance that's coming up. You gotta look for areas that you bounced at. You bounced here, you bounced here. So you know these areas here and here, which is 471.35 and 471 and 470.50. You know this is now is gonna turn into resistance. Because you bounced, which was support, you bounce, which was support. Now that you're underneath and come back above, come back around, now instead of being a floor, it's going to be a ceiling. So these are the areas that would have to break. So I'm thinking as far as like the way this is going down, as far as my downtrend is going to be, and by the time that SPY does find some footing and come back on up, this downtrend should be meeting up right here with this 471.35. It looks like it. So even if I extend my downtrend on out, even if I extend it on this side, let me extend it, and it starts to come back on up. Let me just get rid of this uptrend for the moment, so you can focus on the downtrend. So yeah, so you can see this nice downtrend setup, this descending triangle. You can clearly see it. You can clearly see it from the purple line to the green line. You can clearly see a descending wedge, possibly about to form. But I wouldn't mind a bounce back on up, start to test around these areas once again, and then get rejected and come back on down. So that's going to take some time because right now it is 10:26. We don't have any other news at this moment. And plus, with the Fed's meeting, we're going to see on how that's going to go too as well. I keep on forgetting about that for 2 o'clock. So I might, it depends on what happens from this time before 2 o'clock. We do catch a spike back on up or move back on up towards the resistant areas. I'm going to try to set myself up for a put opportunity. Once we start to get closer to 2 o'clock, I might just sit on my hands and see on how it plays out at 2 o'clock with the Fed's meeting coming out. So I'm gonna see on how it's gonna take place. But as Zach was mentioning, he was saying that we're gonna see some. It's gonna be pretty much like a downslide. It's gonna be like a slow downtrend on down, going in from today going in probably into tomorrow. It's gonna be like a nice little move down like this from today. Probably going into tomorrow like this. So you're going to get a nice little potential movement like this. So I do want to see some upsides real quick because I want to see it get right back to these resistant areas. But I'm not shorting right here in these areas that can hold up as support. I'm not putting myself in that position. Because do remember, pay close attention to your 9 EMA and mainly your 9 EMA. Because you remember what I told you. Once you get overextended on the upside or the downside, SPY is always going to retract right back up to it. So that's why you don't want to go. You want to be careful for going in for a put like here, especially on an overextension away from that 9 EMA, because it's gonna act as like a magnet. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna pull it right back up to it. So that's why I say you wouldn't want to go in for a put right here, this area where the 9 EMA can like basically vacuum SPY right back on up to it. So that's why I say if you are looking for a put, look for a pretty much an overextension on the upside going this way, pretty much. So Jenna, are you still trying to look for a call at this point in time? Let me man, why does my let me see, chats keep disappearing. Nuno just got out at 60. Which so what you got, Nuno? You went in for what you went in? You went in for a put? Nuno trying to catch up with me, man. That's why I gotta get this trade. You made 100. So you up what? 400? About 470. Oh, he on me. That's cool. Wait till I get my setup, buddy. It's coming. Just wait. Wait for my opportunity. I'm going to catch you. Dude, I'm going to catch you. That's why I'm waiting. I'm being patient. I ain't even rushing. No wonder, too. I got to set still on my 30 minute, not a 10. I mean, on my 3 minute. That's what threw me off. My bad. I was looking at the wrong setup the whole entire time. Crap. Here we go. Could have told me I had my chart set up on my 30 minutes the whole time. I could have caught a move. Ain't tell me nothing. You probably cheating anyway. You don't want me to get past you. That's cool. That's what's up. Cheaters never prosper. Just know that. But nah, congratulations, Jenna. And Jenna, you made $100 too. Oh, congratulations to all y'all, to the whole squad. You went in for a call or you went in for a put, Jenna? You did a put. I said. You went for a put. So yeah, and that's what I'm saying, Jenna. You always got to pay attention to the directions. Like, pretty much, it's pretty much telling you. So if you look here, let me get out of this chart just a little bit further out. Yeah. So if you look at it from pre-market's high day from yesterday, going into pre-market's high day today, all you gotta do is connect the dots. You go from this high to this high. You draw your trend line across, and what do you see? A downtrend. Your downtrend. Not only that, look at your indicators. You remember, as I always explain, always remember, you can tell when the SPY is going to go up on the upside when your indicators are in the upright position, in the position that they're supposed to be in. Your 50 at the bottom, your 20 in the middle, your 9 at the top. So when your indicators are in the upright position, in the position they're supposed to be in, SPY goes on up. However, when you go into a reverse, now you have the 50 to the top, your 20 in the middle, your 9 to the bottom, SPY reverses on down. So everything is lining up. See, look at it. Your 50, your 20, your 9. So that's letting you know that we are on a downtrend, because especially with your indicators are reversing. Because normally your 50 is supposed to be at the bottom, your 9 in the middle, your 20 in the middle, and your 9 to the top. That lets you know that SPY is going on the upside. When it reverses like this, what you're seeing right now on my screen, that lets you know when the 50 is at the top, your 20 is in the middle, and your 9 EMA is at the bottom, it is reversing on down. Plus, not only that, again, you can clearly see a downtrend setup from yesterday's pre-market high to today's pre-market high. From here to here, strictly a downtrend. So that's why I say always pay attention to be on the right side of momentum. Even though we have some upsides here and there, you got to look at the overall picture. Even though we might be getting a little bounce here, might go up, a few points. Regardless, look at the overall picture that we are on a downtrend. So now all the areas where we bounced at, there was once support, bounce. Now that we're underneath it, is now going to be turned into resistance. So right here, you bounce. Now this area, 470, is going to be resistance. Right here, you bounce, 470.50. That's going to be resistance. Where else you bounced at? You bounced here. That was at 471.35. That's going to be resistance. So now all your support areas are now resistance. Now the floors have become ceilings. So that's an easy way to look at it. But congratulations. Congratulations on that put. Yeah. Congratulations. Yep, so I'm still waiting on my opportunity. I'm not rushing. I'm not forcing anything. I'm just waiting on the right opportunity. Right here was the right opportunity. Here was a good opportunity. But remember, I told you how whenever the indicators separate, I don't like trading it like that, because it can go up here, it can go up here, it can go up here. That's why I like when they're together, because they either make a solid floor or a solid ceiling. Plus with your VWAP, because right here you had all four of them together. You had the 50. You had the VWAP, you had the 20, you had your 9, which made a huge ceiling, a concrete ceiling. So that's why SPY couldn't get right back above it. It started to come back on down. So that's why I like these type of areas, but that happened during pre-market. Like, ugh. Can't stand that crowd, man. Like, I always miss the best opportunities during pre-market. Can't never catch it when I want to. But that's cool. Nuno, you gonna get it. I'm telling you. Pause. Not what I meant. I meant on as far as trading. So yeah, I'm just waiting on the next opportunity to present itself. So I'm gonna just sit on my hands. I'm not forcing a trade. Right now, like I said, it's 10:34. I'm just waiting on everything to line itself up. Because I'm telling you, You got what? You up? You say you up at 4? Wait, no. So did you make a trade? Or you say so? Wait. So what are you up right now? As far as your account, where are you at right now? Cause I was looking at 470. Said put. That was the put. That was for the SPY. I'm thinking that's how much you had in your account at 470. So how much? How much are you up now? As far as your account. Let me see if I can find anything else. So let's take a look at the where are my charts at? Where my other charts at? Let me bring this up just a little bit. Which one is this one? La. Okay, this is my 5-year week chart. So let me take a look at this bad boy real quick. All right, let me see how we looking as far as the pattern. Let me see where we at. Let me clear this real quick. So, I mean, that cup and handle cracking just a tad bit. So where will we find some support coming up at? Almost like we're almost in this area that we at right now. Gonna try to find some support right in this little area where we got rejected at in the past. So let me see. Let me put a line. What is that? This is for what? Almost 478, 80 ish. Nah, it's cracking that though. So that means we might see some more downside because right here we topped out here, and we starting to go underneath these little areas where we got rejected at before. Right here. So let me see, what was the high on this candle? That was what, 470.65. 470.65. 470.65. Oh yeah, we cracking that. Cause we way below that mark. So that's gonna be resistance within itself. Cause you can see right here in the past, we hit, got rejected, hit, got rejected, hit, got rejected, right around at 470.65. So that alone is gonna be resistance. So we might, man, I wonder if it's gonna. It looked like it want to set itself up for like the repeat of 2022. It looked like that's what it want to do. Right here, when we hit these highs and we started to come on a nice little downtrend within it for like a whole entire year, and that was from 2022. So we went from like the 480s all the way down to like the 360s. Yeah, we bounced off of this. We had should have been like 360s where we truly bounced, because that was where the area was at. Let me see. Should have been like around 360. 360. Let me see something. Should have been around the area, huh? Yep, like almost around this. Yep, around this little area. So let me go ahead and put that in green. That's where we bounced at. So that was in the past. So if we look at it almost like from a huge channel standpoint, like a yearly channel, it's almost like we're at the top portion of this channel. If you look at it from like the 470 ranges all the way down to the 360 range, if you notice this huge channel pattern from the year, because we broke above this level, that was going into 2021. So 2021 all the way on up to, that was in 2022. Yep, so this would be like the top portion of this channel. So that was 469. Let me see. Let me get as close as I can as far as this area. Yep, so you topped out, you came on down. So you topping out. So like I said, if you look at it from a huge channel standpoint, I mean, you're already at the tops. So the next area of support should be coming on up will be right at probably 460. It's going to probably be around 460, I'm thinking. Around that 460 range. Let me see. Yep, because right here you came up here, you got rejected. Up here you got rejected. Up here you got rejected. So around 460. So you're kind of like in a little, yep, the highs of 480 to the bottoms of 460. Because you can see right here, this was in 2023. You hit, you came on down. You hit, came on down. Same here in 2022. It got rejected twice, 4 times almost. Got rejected, came on down. Got rejected, came on down. Got rejected, came on down. And that was around 460. So that area of strong resistance would turn to strong support. So we could see a push. We could see a move back on down to the 460s. That could possibly happen. Definitely possibly happen, where they could try to use that as support. And then if we crack it, we will see a continuation just like this in 2022. If we crack this 460 mark coming on up, as we get closer and closer to this mark, we could see a repeat of 2022. We could see it. I mean, we're not there yet. I mean, we still have some ways to go because we still in the high 468s still, which we still not too far from the 470 ranges. So, we still haven't even cracked 465, so we still haven't even got to the $50 mark yet. So we still got some ways to go before we get to those key areas. But for sure, 460, we'll try to hold up at support because as you can see right here, resistance, resistance, resistance. And once you're above resistance, resistance turns into support. So you can see as we slowly coming on down to this 460 mark, they will try to hold up at support. But we have a little ways to go. We have like a little $8 move on down before we even get there. So just keep that in mind. 460 will be future support, once we get closer and closer to that range. So just keep that in mind. 460. 460 will be future support. So I'm just letting y'all know that as we get to those marks. So let me go back to my regular chart. Where we at now? I'm on my 3-minute here. All right, so let me get this fixed real quick. I gotta fix my charts back up. Go right back to my 3-minute chart. Boom, boom, boom. So we still coming on down. Damn. I still have, man. Oh, let me see what my contract looking like. If I would have, man, I want to see how my old contract looking now. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach, man. If I wouldn't have missed this dang opportunity. Where's my contract? Where are you at? Is this it? I'm trying to look for my contract real quick. Come on. Nope, that's I'm trying to look for my put contract. I see my call contract. I don't want no call. Where's my put? I literally just had that contract somewhere. Is that it? Nope. 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 And nope. I'm slowly trying to find my put contract. I got it somewhere around here. I wish you could label this crap. I hate the fact that you can't label it. You gotta. I see them numbers moving. It's testing too. But where is the dang chart? Oh, y'all make me sick. I can't find my dang chart. I'm literally trying to look for my contract. Because like I said, this is my call contract, but I'm trying to look for my put. See, calls is weak. Calls is dying off. You can see the call contracts. I mean, that's clearly on the downtrend, so that's a no-go. So I mean, that's telling you right there that you want to stay on puts. Because even by looking at your contracts, you can just tell off top. See that? And this is a call contract. So even by looking at the patterns of your contracts, it's telling you that calls is not the way to go right now. That is clearly on the downtrend as far as a call contract. So that is a no-go. So no. Stay stuck on call. On your puts. Why does this thing always do this? Man, but where is my put contract? Let me see. .spw. Oh. Did I find it? Oh, here we go. See, if you would have been on a put contract or holding at $1, you'd have been up roughly $400 already. You got in with one contract. If you'd have got in with 1,000 shares at $1, you'd have been up roughly $3,000. Because every dollar that goes up, you're making $1,000. So if you got in at $1, so that's $1, $2, $3,000. You'd have been up already. 100 shares, with one contract was 100, you'd have been up 300. So, and it's letting you know. See how healthy your put contracts are as far as going on the upside. I mean, it's telling you right there. If you compare both contracts together, this is your call, this is your puts. Let me shrink it up just a little bit so I don't. Where is it at? Yeah, here we go. Boom. See, call contracts, put contracts. So you're making way much more money on the put side than you would be making on the call side. So that's letting you know right there. It's on the downtrend on the contract. I wouldn't even touch that. I wouldn't even focus on the call at this moment. I'd be focused on straight on puts. Straight on puts. I mean, the direction itself is telling you which way it's going. I'm just looking for some more movements on up. I just need some more extensions because right now I wouldn't want to get in these areas because these areas can bounce and move back on up and get me caught up and push me out, and wind up forcing me out of my position. I'd rather wait for overextensions on the upside versus the downside. So let's see how we can look at this while we in this area. So let's look at it let's try to do the best that we can to, to look at it from an intraday standpoint. So let's look at this from a channel standpoint, right? So this was your tops. So let's look at it from today, right? So this would be your top area. So we'll do this. We'll put this in bold. This would be your top area here, 479, 470.90. This is the area where you're potentially bouncing at right here. Could be support. So this could be. I mean, I'll move it if it does continuously crack. But let's see. So this area here. So we look at it from a channel standpoint. This is your tops. This is your bottoms. I'm just want to say we're gonna hold. So it's trying to hold in this little area. So that's why I'm saying I wouldn't put in a put at all in this area, because you don't know if it's gonna hold, especially if you're on a same day contract where that time decay is gonna eat it up. Like, nah. That's why, like Deck mentioned, you want to stay in your contracts at least 15 to 20 minutes, if you're on the same day contract, because you don't want to get in too early where you're holding the contract for hours and hours and hours, and then due to time decay, the contract is becoming less valuable. So that's why you wait for the right opportunity to set itself on up and then go for it. Look like it still want to crack. So let me see if I can find another area where we could see some bouncing support. Let me go back. What I got it on the 20, 23. So let me go back a little further back. Let's see if that area don't hold. Let me go back about a 30, 15-ish maybe. Yeah, we bounced around this little area. I think what was the low on this? That was the low of 469.46. Wait, no, that don't sound right. We passed this level. Oh, here, maybe. No. Wait, what was the low on this? Oh, 468.84. 468.84. So where we at right now? Oh, we broken past this area. Let me see. It's right about here. And when I see this upper shadow, I'm looking right here where I see this upper shadow. So that's why I based it off of right now. Where's that upper shadow at? Right. Yeah, right here. Seeing this nice little drop on down, and we move right back on up. So I want to see if they're going to try to react the same way right in these little areas. This is still, man, I just need a nice little, I want to get in for a move, but man, I want to catch a drop more on the upside though. Like, God, I don't want to catch these bottoms and get caught. I would rather wait for it to go back on up and then catch it. I'm not about to get caught in this at this drop. I want to at least see some upside first and then a drop again. And then like I said, the indicators are separate. I like when they're together because they'll make either one solid support or one solid resistance. As you can see right here. I mean, your VWAP, your 50, 20, and 9 all played together, and you had a nice rejection on down. Now they all separate. I don't like that. And then you're already getting overextended, which again, once it finds support, it can retract right back to that 9 EMA, especially if you're going in for a put. So you want to be careful. That's why I put this line right here, 448. And again, the reason why I put 468.84, I'm going to tell you why I put it, for those who don't know why I did it. Because if I go back and you see this long bottom wick here, if I put my cursor across it, look closely at the lows. So you'll see the low of 468.84, which we had a nice bounce on back on up. So we take that same price action, the same price level here, 468.84. Let's go across the board and see what they're trying to hold it up at, 468.84. So they're trying to find support right in these levels. So that's why I have my line here set to see if it's going to try to hold. And if we do crack this line, how much further can we go down with what would be the next mark? At this point, that'd be, see, then we'll have this one here. That'll be 468.26. So we'll have this one. So let's make a duplicate copy. So I mean, that's ways to find support. You just base it off of the past. So if we take this one, what was this one again? This was what? This was 468.26. So let's make a duplicate copy of this one here, duplicate copy, and that would be 468.26. So let's make another copy here for this bottom shadow, and let's go back across the board, and let's see which one will it try to find support at, either here or here. Those would be your next two up, which they are trying to find support right at 468.84. Sorry. So one of these lines is going to take place. I mean, we know where the resistance area is as far as not pre-market, but intraday. That was at the high of, what was this? 470.96. So let me change that real quick. So 470.96. So we know the top area that is. So that's the tops here. And I'm just trying to locate the bottom. So I'm trying to put it like in a channel for the time being. That's basically all I'm trying to do. Put it in a channel. But even though I'm putting this in a channel, I'm still looking at it from a downtrend standpoint. All I'm just trying to do is figure out at this moment, we already know where resistance is. The next thing I'm trying to figure out is where support is. So once I find support, I can base it off of a channel. So I already know my resistance. I already know my top is. The only thing I'm trying to figure out now, where is my bottoms? So this could be the bottoms because we are trying to hold in this key area. Because as you can see, you see these bottom wicks forming. So they are trying to find support in this area. Again, why did I choose 468.84? Again, if I go across the board, go back into the past, here, which was in December 21st, you can see we had this nice little bottom wick here, which was at 468.84. Because once we came on down to this mark, we wound up bouncing right back on up. Had a nice move from the 468s all the way back on up to the 470s. So for this area held some type of importance, right? 468.84. So you found some good support here in the past, which moved the stock right back on up. So if we go back across the board now to the present, we can see, look at the area that's trying to bounce. Easy. See that? Don't make trading difficult, man. It's easy to find these areas. All you do is base it on the past. You know, it's not, don't just find any little support area. You find a support area that had some type of importance that made a huge impact in the market. And even with resistance, you find an area of resistance that made a huge impact into the market that caused it to have a huge price change. Same thing here. You dropped all the way down to 468. And once you bounced at 468.84, you went right back on up to what? Around the 473s. So we know that this area is going to hold some type of importance here and here. So if we go across the board, which is the past, bringing it to the present, look what area is bouncing off of. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. So don't make trading difficult. That's all you do. You just work your charts to the best as possible. That's it. Work it to the best way you can. That's it. I didn't have to guess it. I didn't have to guess a support area. All I did was go back into the past, figured out what area that SPY bounced, where it caused a nice impact on the market to where it bounced from one price area to the next. Not just $1, not just $2, but a good $5 to $6, $7, $8 to almost $10. That's it. So right here, I put my line because I knew this area it held some type of importance in the past, which could hold some type of importance in the present. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. I'm sorry, Jen, I've been running my mouth looking at these charts. Which platform do you use to look at look contacts or contracts? You mean contracts? Which platform do you use to look contracts? Oh, I use my Thinkorswim. All I do is just go here. Boom. That's all I do. Ah, crap. Here I go again with this crap. I did it again. I don't know why this damn thing does this. It gets on my nerves with this crap. I hate when it does this. Man, it's about to mess up all my charts. I hate when it does this crap. Makes me sick. Gotta be a way to turn that crap off or to prevent it from doing that junk. Let me reset it. Let me reset my stuff once again because I already know it's about to reset. I hate when it do this. It's a pain in my ass when it does this crap. But yeah, that's all you do. Whenever you're trying to, you're looking for either a bounce play or you're looking for an area of support, resistance, or anything like that, all you do is go back into the past and figure out where, a support area where it held much importance. That's it. That's all you do. That's how I figured it out. I didn't have to guess my way into finding this. Move this over just a little bit. Boom, put my charts back. Yeah, all I did was look at 468.84. And like I said, the reason why I figured that out was because I went back into the past, all the way back, all the way back, all the way back, and I seen Oh, it's on my 5 minute. Put it on the 3 minutes. Sorry about that. 10 3, 10 3, 10 3, 10 3. All right, here we go. 84, 84. Did I go too far back? Where is it at? Where's that bounce at? 84, 84. All right, let me see. 44. Let me go back. I'm just make sure I got the right chart set up because I had to restart all my crap again. Bullshit. Let me see. Yep. See right here. We bounce. Nice little bounce around here in the past 468.84. So again, you went from 468.84 after this support area, ran all the way back on up from 468 all the way up towards the 473s. So again, that held as some type of importance, just as well as 468.26 when you had a nice little pull here and a move right back on up. But for sure, we see the difference between this long upper shadow and the movements during intraday here. Because once you bounce, it took some time to react and move right back on up. So we know this area held some type of importance because after this bounce, all the way into the close, we move right back on up. So we know this area is important, 468.84 in the past. So we go now into the present. It's going to try to fight in the same key area, which is still fighting right here, that 468.84. So they are trying to hold support. They fighting it to hold this area. So let's squeeze out of this real quick. And again, all I'm doing is looking at the overall picture. I'm still looking at this downtrend because we still got some ways to go even before we go way back up here. So I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm not forcing a trade. And do remember, we do have some Fed meeting. We do have the Fed meeting coming out at 2 o'clock. Depending on, the news of the Fed meeting could push this bad boy back on up. Because you know how the impacts of those Fed meetings, you know how they do. As soon as 2 o'clock hit, what happens? Boom, nice move back on up. Has a nice little run. Even it may not hold, but it will have a nice run back on up. Which is why I'm sitting on my hands. I'm just waiting. I'll just wait till 2 o'clock if that's the case. If I don't see any type of movements from now to 2, I'm not forcing the trade. Because again, I have a game plan set in mind. I know what I want. I know what I want to, I know where I want to enter at. I know what I'm trying to get out of it. I know what, basically my areas, I want to go higher. I wanted to get back into areas of resistance where I know it can turn around. I don't want to get into these areas where I know it can find support. So imagine if I wouldn't have looked that up and just try to start shorting right here. Like, oh man, I'm about to take the next short. I mean, just think about it. Have I wouldn't have not done my research and try to find, a short here, like, oh man, it's about to go past 468. It's about to go all the way down to 467. Had I would have not, again, did my research and figured out that area alone, let me go all the way back, held some type of importance in the past, getting in on a put, look what would have happened as far as my play. Trying to get in on a put in this area thinking it's going to crack. Without doing no type of research, look what happened. Now the stock is going against me. And now look what's happening. You're going back on up. Boom, boom, boom. Because now we have found the bottom of our channel. So we got our top and we got our bottoms. Boom. Easy. So you can ride that bad boy on the put down. You can ride a bad boy on the call on up. So now that we didn't establish the bottoms so far, because you gotta look at this as one touch. So we're gonna see if we continuously keep building higher lows. So let's see what happens. All right, we're still looking good. So if you got in on the, man, since I called this out, anybody got on the call on that? I called it out. I said 468.84. If you got, man, I'm telling y'all, did anybody jump in on the call? I did call this area out. So did anybody get in on the call? I took a call opportunity. Jenna, because I know you like calls. Did you jump in on it? I know you always asking me for areas of support. I called out 468.84. Did y'all get in? Anybody in chat? Did anybody hop in on the call? I mean, I pinpointed it. I called out the support area. I mean, did anybody even take a chance on it? I called it. Y'all can't say I didn't call it out. I called it. Boom, 468.84. Before it started even going back on up, I was alerting it. Can't say I didn't. I alerted it. I told you, based on the past, it held up. That area held up at some type of importance. I told you. Nope, used all my cash today. Have to wait until tomorrow to settle. Yes. Stay where you at. So that means I gotta get my trade so I get above you. So since you wanna jump the gun on me, just wait till tomorrow. Just wait. just sit there, Nuno. Cause you're not gonna beat me, okay? You're not gonna beat me. I got you. I got you, man. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm waiting on my trade to set up because I'm gonna get you. I'm telling you, I'm being patient, man. I'm being very patient. I'm a patient trader, as you can see. All right, let's see now. Had you would have got in on the call. See what it's doing right now? Let's go on the call, right? Let's go look at some call contracts. Had you would have got on the call. After I called this out, I did alert this. Let's look at some nice areas that got some good delta, about 20. Yep. Let me see. This one got 17,000. This one got 18,000 in volume. I'm gonna just pick out one. Let me just see what's going. So you would have got in on a call that bounced. Let's see. You would have made. Let me see, 90. So you would have got in with a good little 1,000 shares, run on up. You would have made about from 90 cents on up to almost close to 1,000. So what? About 700-ish, something like that. I'm trying to get these other contracts. Let me see if any of them look better. Let me see. What about this contract? What did this one do? So you went from 135 to 255. I mean, that bad boy, I called it. I alerted it. Hey, I called out 468.84. So y'all can't say I didn't call it. Let me go ahead and put that in the chat. I did call out. Let me see. SPY support. SPY support at 468. 468.84. And resistance will be at this moment will be 470. Will be 470. 96. Yeah, 96. 470. But I alerted it. So y'all can't say I didn't say it. Y'all can't say. I mean, I put my green line before that even happened. When as it was coming down. So y'all look at that. Ooh, look at them calls, boy. Y'all got it on the call after I alerted that. And y'all can't say I didn't alert it, man. Come on, man. Let me see. SPY support at 684 and resistance at 460. Please tell me somebody caught that call. Please tell me one of y'all caught that. I alerted it, man. Come on, man. I alerted that. Big time. I alerted that bad boy. Oh, that's what I forgot to grab. I forgot to grab my my pop-out chart for my Rumble. So I can go to my doc setup. Where's my Rumble? Paste that bad boy, apply, and boom, there it is. And close. So I can go ahead and spread let that be known even on my Rumble. So people won't get the information. So boom. Got it. Let me go back to here. So SPY. So I'm gonna let Deck and them know too. SPY support at 468 was 68.84. Oh, I put 64. Oh shoot. Missed 60.84. My fault. Miss typo. My fault. 68.84. I apologize. I was putting a wrong number on that. I do apologize to y'all about that. Let me go ahead and re-put that. Eesh. Can I delete it? Shoot, my fault. I hate when I rush. That's what happens. Whenever you don't take your time and you rush. Yeah, 68.84, right? So that is right. And 70.96. Yep. All right. I had to repost it. My fault. My mistake, y'all. My mistake. I fixed it. All right, cool. It's fixed. It's above my head. Should be coming up. So, okay, now, did it pop up on my YouTube? Should have popped up, huh? Oh, there we go. So make sure it popped up on everything. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and close out these contracts. I don't need. I'm still not looking in for no. Calls though. I'm still aiming for puts. But anyway, yeah. If we look at it right here, it's a channel. It's pretty much in a nice little channel. So let me boom. See that? See the channel? So you got the bottoms here of 468.84. That's your support. And then you have your tops of 470.96. That is your resistance. And that's just for intraday. That's not including pre-market. Pre-market is up here. Pre-market is all the way at 472.77. What was today open? Today's open. Today was the 470.43. 470.43. I'll make a duplicate copy of that. Duplicate. So 470.43. So 470.43. Today's open. So change that out to Wednesday. Boom, boom, boom. And there it is. So excuse all the lines, but I mean, that's just how I keep everything jotted in my head. So I know for sure we're in a channel at this moment. We're still on a downtrend. We're still underneath the open. Still underneath the VWAP. So everything's still going into place as far as on the downside. But I'm just waiting on that bad boy to keep going up. Let it keep going. Let it get overextended. That's what I want. Do it. Because as this coming up, if it's slowly coming up, we should see a possible move on down coming up. Because I see this 50 about to merge in with this VWAP. And your indicators are going up. So I'm going to just wait. I'm going to wait for it to set itself up. I'm going to be very patient for all the indicators to line themselves up together. I'll be patient. So calls, go ahead and enjoy it. Just enjoy yourself. I mean, quick scalp though. I mean, ride it. Don't hold it long term. I'm just telling you, because we're still on a downtrend. So keep that in mind. Even though we found support, we're going back on up. You got to look at the overall picture that we are still on a downtrend. So let me go ahead and take off these other lines at the moment. I'll put them in black. Let me just separate the colors at the moment, because this is 468. So let me go ahead and make this line black. And I'm gonna put it green if we do crack and go back down to those key levels. So I'm gonna just put it to a different color. I'm gonna put it in black real quick. Black it out. Cool. I'm gonna black this one out. That's just to separate my colors so we don't have green and red all over the dang place. So that's gonna be for later on. If we do crack and go down to those key levels that low. So let me move this over real quick. Come on. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. So as you can see, this downtrend. You see this descending triangle? See this huge descending triangle? From here to here? So keep that in mind. We are still in a descending triangle overall. Do keep that in mind. So I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm just sitting on everything to wait for everything to set itself up. The 50 MA is moving down. VWAP is moving down. That is still resistance. So you got those two resistance plus your open. You have this high here of that's the intraday's high of 470.96. So you got a lot of highs that we're gonna need to break. Your VWAP, the 50, open. I mean, then you're gonna have some minor resistant areas. Then you're gonna have the downtrend. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of resistance. So like I said, the only thing that can push it is that meeting. Because depending on what comes out as far as that meeting, like I said, it normally has a nice impact towards it, which we have a nice little pop and then a drop. So that's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on the pop then drop. Your support and resistance in here. What did you say? Your support and resistance in here is the upper and VWAP plots, not. I was talking about the channel. Talk about the channel area. I created a channel active. As this came on down, I called out. The reason why I called out 468.84 was because if you go back into the past, I called out that because if you go back, that was in December. here, you bounced. That was December, what, 21st? You came down here December 21st. You went from 468 all the way back on up to 473. So by basing it off the past, I made my line, and I came across to the present, and I said they're going to try to bounce it off that same key area, which they did. And boom, that was the bottom base of my channel. Went right back on up. So, and the reason why I put this line here, because that was just today's intraday's high of 470.96, not including pre-market's high of day, which is 472.77. So right now I'm just basing off a little channel. I'm basing off a little channel as we are still in this downtrend period. Because regardless how you look at it, we are still in the overall downtrend. From yesterday's pre-market high of 476.41 to today's pre-market high of 472.77, you put these together, boom, boom, that equals a downtrend, which we are still in. And with this bottom makes a descending setup. So that bad boy still got some ways to go before we even touch that downtrend. So I'm just letting it ride on up. I'm just going to let it coast on up, let it coast up till it gets towards these areas of resistance. And then I'll look for a nice potential position. So I'm going to sit on my hands. Plus we have the Fed's meeting coming out, so they might give it a boost. So see here, let me go back. Look at it from this standpoint. From here, oh, it's an ugly line. Excuse me for that. To here, descending, and we are in the middle of this bad boy. So, all I'm waiting for, really, is for that bad boy to move on up towards these resistant areas to see if that's gonna hold. That's all I'm simply waiting on. And then we do have the high. We do break above it. We do have a high of today, pre-market at 472.77, because that did get stuffed yesterday. Because we see that right here, right at that line. We got rejected here. We got rejected here. We got rejected here. Rejected here. So you're going to definitely have some resistance coming up at 470, 470.96, all the way on up to 472.77. So I'm just sitting on my hands and just watching it. I'm not jumping in it. I'm just letting it just play itself out till I know it get towards resistant levels that I know that's going to cause some type of impact. So I'm going to just let it play itself out, sitting on my hands and relaxing. Your job. I can't stand when he's saying. Wait, he said, what was the VWAP's plot? Something you said. Oh, that was in pre-market. You talking about here? Where my indicators came in together? Unless you talking about this area. This the area I was talking about. I said that was a good area of entry right here because all your indicators, everything, like you had so much resistance forming. Let me go out. Right here. Boom. You see that? You had a nice downtrend with all your indicators, because right here you had the 50, you had the 20, you had the 9 and the VWAP, which made basically a solid ceiling. And as you can see, SPY reacted to it, and that bad boy came on down. So when they're all together, that's like my favorite times to trade, either on the upside or the downside, because that's just like quadruple either support or resistance. So when they all come together, it makes a nice impact on the market. And as you can see, that bad boy came on down. So as it comes up this way, it can form a support instead of a floor instead of a ceiling. You see right here, we reversed. Your 50 to the top, 20 in the middle, 9 at the bottom. That shows downside. Now as it reverse your indicators, you'll start to see upside. When your 50 is at the bottom, 20 in the middle, 9 to the top, SPY goes on up. So here we have reversed on down in a downtrend. So I'm just sitting on my hands, just patiently waiting for it to get towards these areas like here, where you can see what got rejected. Clearly got rejected. Came on down. Around these areas, we got rejected. Came on down. So just sitting on my hands, being patient. I'll be patient and wait. No rushing here. I mean, like I said, calls can get in. because I already alerted the support area. So if they got in around that 468, 84, they was good to go. Because you're buying it. If you look at it from a channel standpoint, that's your top portion of your channel, and you came on down. Now this is the bottom portion of your channel. You're going back on up. So if you got in on the puts around that 470.96, ride that bad boy on down. If you came in on the call around that 468.84, ride it back on up. So easy. So of course, if y'all did get in as far as that 468.84, I mean, great job on that alert. If y'all caught it, just ride that bad boy on up. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, you can see your indicators are starting to cross over. It's trying to re-break that VWAP. You know, ride it on up all the way up towards 470. Oh, that's the difference between SPY and SPX, the terms of options trade and the contract selection. I mean, which one? Yeah, I mean, Nag, the reason why I like SPX because now, you know, through my mistakes, I learned how to time it. So that's why I'm sitting on my hands right now because, like I said, I could have got in for a call, had, you know, as far as on SPX. If I would have got in on the call, I could have just got in at 135, ride that bad boy on up, even though it's slow. But my main focus, I want puts. And the reason why I want puts is because everything is pointing down to the downside. Because if you look at it from this standpoint, again, if you match up, even if, like I said, even if I take up all these lines, what was that, 84? Watch. If I take up all these lines, you can still see it. I clear all these off, match this high of day, pre-market high of day, to this pre-market high of day. There go your downtrend. And then you bounce to where? At 468.84 here. 468.84. Oh, shoot. Put my decimal. Boom, boom, boom. Put that here, put that here. If you look at it overall, that makes a nice descending triangle. See that? Nice downtrend. So I'm just waiting on it to go back up to these highs. I'm just being patient, sitting on my hands. Because as it goes up, we do have that Fed's meeting coming up at 2 o'clock. So that's another reason why I'm just sitting on my hands. So I don't want to get into these little areas here where it could probably consolidate and then my contract gets ate up. I'd rather get into areas where I know it can come, you know, get rejected at. Because we know that we had today's high, intraday high, around that 471 area. But then we had the pre-market high of the 472 area. Because you can see right here, in pre-market, we got rejected around that 472.70, came on down. We tried to pop back on up. Pre-market, intraday high, came on up around the 471s, came on down. So we nowhere near these key areas just yet. So that's why I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm just not rushing anything. And then you got this resistance area here where you bounced at as well. That's around, what, 470.50? Boom. So you got that resistance. It got like different ones that's going to be coming up. So I'm just waiting for it. As it gets towards these dangerous territories, I'm just waiting on it. Because as you hit in these resistance areas, do remember you still got this downtrend resistance in general. So as you come on up, you got the open resistance that has to cross. You got this old support, which is now resistance. You have to cross. This old high, well, today's high, you have to cross. This downtrend, you have to cross. So it's like it's so many ceilings that it has to hit. I mean, it has to break before it goes up to new levels anyway. So that's why I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm going to let it play itself on out, let it consolidate, whatever, because I'd rather wait for the opportunity. You know, like something like this where, you know, you're sitting on your hands, you're waiting for a move to go on up, you get into these resistant areas, and you ride that bad boy back on down. That's it. Wait for it to get to resistant areas. And that's what it's doing right here. It's building back on up, just like it did here. Came down, build on up, got overextended, and you got to flush back on down. So right now, it's just building. It's just slowly building. I'm just letting it just do what it's doing right now. Because again, overall, we are still in a downtrend, huge downtrend. Nice little descending setup. Because once we crack that 478.84, we can see new lows from this point. See, we bounced here, like I said in December. We bounced here. And you go all the way now from the pass to here. Same area, same key area. What I got to sit on? 10? Let me go to 20. See if we can see it better. Go to 5 maybe. Can I see it on my 5? Oh man, I still gotta go further out in there just to make it smaller. Ah, shoot, wrong thing. 25 maybe. All right, cool. Can I see it now? The whole thing together? Oh yeah. Yep, right here. I see it. So I'm trying to see why it's not letting me shrink it more. Yep, because she had a bounce here that 468.84. You go all the way across here. Same area. See that? Same key area. Came on up. You bounced, went on up. And then it came all the way back on down. Same area. Trying to bounce once again. Once out that same area. That's all it's doing. It's like a nice little arc. So that's why I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm just waiting on the opportunity. Like I said, that's one thing about me. I became patient as a trader, man. Instead of being all antsy and getting impatient and getting emotional and jumping in areas I know I shouldn't get into, especially with a contract, especially SPX contracts, I just wait for the right opportunities. Like yesterday. Yesterday I caught who was with me? Nuno and them? Yeah, Nuno, y'all was with me when I waited on that opportunity yesterday when it fell. Remember? I waited. Well, I got in that yesterday. I got in. I waited on that drop. It was what it was around. What area was it around when I caught that drop? I waited like almost 2 o'clock. I just sat on my hands and waited. All I did was watch the pattern slowly form and wait for it to go my way. That's all I did. Cause that's when we had that downtrend going this way. That was yesterday. So all I did was take this yesterday downtrend. Did this. All I did was wait. It tested here once, and then right when it got in this area, I got in, and that's when we got that, boom, nice drop on down. I waited. I just waited for the setup. I waited for that. I waited after this bounce to go on up. I seen this downtrend setting up, and all I did was wait for it to get right back into these key areas. I waited for my indicators also to form up together, like I normally do. Let me see, is that today, yesterday? We get up closer. Yep, see? Right here. See how my indicators all came together? Started to come on down. Then all of a sudden, the spiral came underneath the 20, the 9, the 50, and the VWAP. All your indicators. And had a nice flush on down. And I rode that bad boy. I seen it coming. I just sat there and waited. Waited for the right setup. Because I think it was, what number? Oh, yeah, it kept getting rejected. I think it was like around 473 something at first. I know it got rejected around 473. It tested 473, came on down, tested 473, came on down. That held up as resistance. That's why I got in at. And next thing you know, bad boy flushed. That's all I did. I just waited. I waited for the right opportunities. Instead of rushing. There ain't no point in rushing. The market ain't going nowhere. I'm going to make money regardless. You just got to be on the right side of momentum. Wait for the right setups. That's it. Just be smart about it. Can't let emotions get the better of you. He said, I don't want to remember. Oh, because what I had, I was like at 500 or something. I boosted up to 600. I went up to like a 600. And all I did was wait. But I should have stayed in it, Nuno, because you remember, had I would have stayed in it, you remember my contract went from, because you remember I got in, I think at like 95 cents, and it shot. Did I take a picture of it? I need to take a picture of something I did. And I got out like at 165 or some crap I got out at. I can't remember. I think I took a screenshot though. And that bad boy wanted to rip it past the area I got out at. I was so pissed off. Let me see. I think I have it. Let me see if I got in my P&L. Cause I started taking screenshots now so y'all can see that when I make my trades. Cause I want to be like I said, I want to be as honest and real with y'all. So that's why now, not only do I have my P&L open, I have my fill. So you can tell where I buy in at and where I get out at. So I got my fill and I got my P&L open. So Y'all can see everything in real time. They don't hide nothing, lie by anything. So everything in real time. When you get into a trade, do you mark? No, I don't never mark it. Nope, never mark it. Cause I know the areas I want to get in at. That's why. Cause I don't want to catch I don't want to get caught in any type of slippage. That's the only reason why I do straight limit orders. Cause I know exactly. Cause what I do is all I do is look at the price actions and the movement of SPY, and all I do is put it towards my contracts. So if SPY drop it to a certain, I'm not dropping, but if SPY is going up to a certain area, say for instance I'm going in for a put, because if I'm going in for a put, it's gonna do the opposite. So if SPY goes up, my contracts comes down, right? So I know if it's gonna hit around a certain key area on the upside, as far as SPY, then I know that my contracts is gonna hit a certain area on support. So if I know that SPY is about to top out somewhere, so say for instance like yesterday, right? So if where is that? Around 473. Okay. So say for instance it's topping off just like this here on SPY. My contract should be bottoming out because it's in reverse. Because you remember I'm betting against it. I'm not going with it. I'm going against it. So as SPY goes up, my put contract goes down. As SPY tops out, my contract bottoms out. So when this area is hitting resistance, my contract is hitting support. So when it comes on down, my contract goes on up. So that's basically what I do. I just take my contract and I compare it to SPY at the same time. So it's like I know the areas I know that's going to hold up as resistance. Then I know it's going to be a certain area on my contract that's going to hold up as support. But yeah, I do limits. That's all. That's why I got my price ladder. I got my price ladders right here. Oh, let me go to my matter of fact. That's a call. I'm gonna put. Almost. Ooh, caught myself slipping. Put. There we go. So all I do is like wait for a certain area. See if I can break one down real quick. Call contract. Well, it's looking bad right now. Well, it's an old one. That's why I forgot to reset it. My whatchamacallit. What's today? Is the 3rd, right? Where's my? All right, go to the 3rd. Go to a put. I'm gonna just pick a random one. I'm gonna just pick a random just to show you what I'm talking about. All right, so let me move my contract out the way. Here we go again, and it did it again. Son of a... Oh, I hate this computer, bro. With a passion, it keeps doing that crap. You dirty... Bro, I hate when that computer does that. I don't know why. It has a habit of doing this. Man, I gotta open up every single one of these craps all over again. Man. Don't get on my freaking nerves. I hate when they do this. I don't want the company. I don't need you. Looking at you just yet. I don't need you. Anyway, all right, I got my contracts. All right, SPX. Here we go. Anyway, hate when they do that crap, man. It's getting on my nerves when they do this. So basically, let me see. Yeah, throw me off when it does this stupid, excuse my language, when it just does this dumb shit. I hate when a computer does that. Pisses me off when it does that crap. Because if you go too high, it'll blink. You see that? See how it blinks? That's what makes my computer do that. It'll close everything out. When I go too far up, I hate that. It's not getting my freaking nerve when it do that. I gotta reset all this shit all over again. Excuse my language. It be pissing me off. Because it's aggravating, man. I hate doing this crap all over again. It just is aggravating. Shoot, man. I be having everything already set in motion. Shoot. Drive me freaking crazy. Stupid ass computer. Let me shut up before it jinx me. I'll mess up on a trade. let me shut up. Anyway. But okay, I'm going for a put. I'm going for a call. Okay, where we at as far as I'm on the right side. I am on the right side. So it should be going up, and my contract should be going down. Yeah, it is going down. So it is going up. So basically, like I said, because this is my put contracts. Isn't this the right? Is it set up for the right? Yeah, it's set up for the right one. I'm just saying for example. So when SPY went up my contract should have went down because it's normally almost identical. So yeah, that went up. SPY was going down. My contract was going down. So as it went down, my contracts went up. See, it's all about the timing to it. Now that it went up, my contracts went down. See, it does the opposite. So basically what I'm saying is, okay, since I knew this area was going to hold up as resistance, so that's basically I could have switched over to a call because it would have bottomed out. But the fact is, I'm looking at it from a put standpoint. I already know once this area hits support, my contract is going to hit resistance. So as it finds support and goes on up, my contract is going to hit resistance and come on down. So that's how, that's how I base my contracts. So I base my contracts pretty much off the movement on SPY. So if I know SPY is going to hit a certain resistance area, then I know my contract itself on the put side is going to hit a support area. So if it's topping out on SPY, it's going to bottom out on my contract. That's how I play it. That's normally how I do it. I just look at my patterns. I just literally look at the compare the patterns from SPY to my SPX. That's it. So if I'm looking at it from a put standpoint, I want to see SPY top out. So therefore, my contracts are bottoming out. So when SPY goes down, my contract goes up. That's it. Patterns. That's all I'm doing is comparing the patterns to one another. That's it. See what I mean right here? You can see it clearly. So this is SPY. This is my put contract. So as SPY goes down and finds support, my SPX goes up, find resistance. It goes up. My SPX went down. Once it got rejected and went down, my contracts went on up. As it went on down on SPY, found support and went back on up, my contracts found resistance and went on down. So, and I was looking at the price points. And that's it. So it's not about just looking at the movements and the patterns. You're also looking at the price points of it. So I already knew once this area 468.84 on the SPY was going to find support. I already knew if I thought about it on the contract side as far as my puts is about to hit resistance. So that's all I do. Like all I do is think about it on the mental side, pretty much. So if I know that, without even having to look at my chart. So if I know that SPY is about to find support and go back on up, in my mind, I already know from a contract put standpoint that the contract is about to hit resistance and come on down. So that's all I do. It's like a mental note I keep in my head. So that's why I'm waiting on SPY. That's why basically I'm waiting on SPY to go up. Waiting for SPY to go up to certain areas. So as SPY goes higher, my contracts gets lower. But I'm not jumping in right now because I'm not going to get dragged out of my contract. I don't want to get time decay kick in. Because that's why what I do is I wait for the right opportunities instead of just jumping in and waiting. And you already know you get in too early, time decay kicks in. Time decay kicks in. You're getting further and further out. Your expiration is getting closer and closer and closer. You wait for the right opportunities. So instead of jumping in right now and getting drugged out of your contract due to time decay, you wait on the right opportunities. Why you think yesterday I waited for the right opportunity? That's why I got in and I was only in my contract for about, 5 minutes? 5 minutes when we got that nice little dump on down. That's all I did. I waited right here. I got in, around that 473 area. Yeah, I got into my contracts right here. Which was what? This was 3 or 5 minutes apiece? Yeah, about 5 minutes. And then we dumped on down. That's all I did. I waited for the right opportunities. Not only that, I waited for everything to line itself up perfectly. As we bounced right here off of the VWAP, I waited for my indicators to line itself up because I seen that my 9 EMA was coming on down. Looked like it wanted to cross over into the, can you see it on this side? Yeah, you can see it. Let me go a little closer to it so you can see what I'm talking about. Right about here. Yeah. So basically all I did was as it bounced right here off the VWAP, I already kept that downtrend in mind. I already knew we tested here. We came on down. We was about to get another one. So basically I compared the two. See, I realized that this area wasn't getting back high to this area right here. So basically that was creating lower highs. So you had this high here and the next high got lower. And at the same time, I was looking at my indicators that we was due for that the crossover was coming, because I seen that we got overextended off the 9 EMA. We came back on down, but look at the 9 EMA and the 20 started to kind of twist with one another. They started to twist, kind of get aligning with one another, and then I started to see the weakness of the market. Once I started to see the weakness here, I knew a crossover was coming, so that's why I got in right in this area, and exactly where that crossover happened. So the 9 EMA went from being at the top of the 20 to being underneath the 20, which caused a nice downside movement. So not only did you cross underneath the 20 and the 9, you crossed over the 50, you crossed over the VWAP, and including your open. That all caused like a lot just resistance on down, and I just rolled that bad boy. So, and what I mean is, just you don't have to trade don't force yourself to get into a trade you don't need to get yourself into, especially in areas that's not going to do anything. It's basically what I'm saying. Like, I wait for opportunities. And the reason why I waited here, because I already knew 473 was going to hold up at some type of resistance, because I already did my research. I did my homework. I knew once it got around 473, it was going to come back on down. We got around 473, come back on down. 473, rejected. 473, rejected. 473, rejected. Everything was lining up the way that it should. So after this area got played out and started to come back on down, all I was doing from this point was waiting for SPY to get right back under where? 473. That's all I did. After it broke above it, it bounced on top of it, because remember yesterday I had a line at 473. All I did was wait for it to get right back under 473, and that's when I went for it. Because had we would have stayed on top of 473, that would have created support. It would have kept going up. It would have been increasing in value, right? You would have been going from 473, 473.20, 473.50, 473, all the way on up to 474. But let me just move this line real quick to demonstrate what I'm talking about. Yes, at this 473 range, right? So once I seen that we bounced on top of it, we got rejected here because I had my downtrend set in motion. We came right back underneath where? Around 473. So instead of staying on top of it, we got rejected and went right back underneath it. And so this was your high here. Then you had a lower high building up. I started to see this downtrend taking effect, and also my indicators were starting to cross over, which was indicating weakness, because you should have kept going this way instead of going this way had the buying momentum been there. So I seen already everything was on the downside. Everything was pointing downward. Everything was showing that let me see, I think it was right here yesterday. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Even yesterday it was pointing like to a downside. Let me see. Because I think that's what I did yesterday too. I took pre-markets high day. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Yeah. So I took pre-markets high day. That's exactly what I did. Took pre-markets high day, and as it dropped, it came up. It tested that downtrend once again. But at this time, instead of breaking out going this way, we broke out. It stayed right underneath the downtrend and started building lower highs. So once I started to catch on to that, and I realized that 473 wasn't holding, because we came down underneath 473 right here. We tried to break right back above it. It didn't hold. We stayed for a little bit. We came right back underneath 473. This is when I seen it was the perfect time to attack, because I was like, we on the downtrend. The downtrend we couldn't break. We right back underneath it. We right back under 473. I kept my eyes right on this price point. Right when I seen this, I said, I'm going for it. And that's when I went for it, and caught that flush on down. Perfect timing. All I did was wait. I waited for it to set itself up the way that I needed it to. I didn't jump in here. I didn't jump in here. I didn't even jump in here. All I did was wait till it got right here. Because once I seen that we had this high here, and we wasn't creating another high, like a higher low, and I just seen this lower high building, I'm like, we still on a downtrend. So all I did was just put the pieces of the puzzle together. I seen this rejection here. I seen this rejection here. And the next rejection I knew was going to be right underneath 473. And that bad boy flushed on down. It's all about your price. Again, you got to watch your price actions, your patterns, your setups. That's all I did. And think about it right now. I didn't even jump in the trade yet. Because what I'm doing, I'm watching my pattern set itself up. That's all I'm doing. I haven't jumped in the trade yet. I'm still just sitting there waiting for everything to set itself up because it's still early. We still got some ways to go. And that's basically all I'm doing right now. I'm watching my price points because we still haven't got back up to the 470.69. And the reason why I called it this area is because you can see we got rejected here. We got rejected here, came on down. So I know this area is strong resistance. This area is going to be minor resistance because we had a nice little bounce, but then drop right back underneath it. So you could tell your strong areas of support and your weak areas of support and your strong areas of resistance and your minor areas of resistance. So right here, as we coming on down, like I said, we haven't even tested none of these areas yet. We haven't even tested back towards the open. We haven't tested back towards the open. We haven't tested back towards the highs. We haven't tested back towards, hell, pre-market highs. So, I mean, everything's still going downward. And plus, I'm waiting on a movement at 2 o'clock because 9 times out of 10, we might have some movements at 2 o'clock due to the Fed's meeting. So we might get a push towards these areas of resistance. I'm just waiting on it. Instead of getting dragged out of my contract on these slow little moves, I'm going to wait till 2 o'clock to see the volume roll in, get a nice little pump, get in the areas I know resistance is going to lie in, and while it's going on the pump, what I'm going to pay attention to, while it's spiking up, say for instance it does spike, I'm going to look at my indicators. Because if my indicators ain't budging, knowing that we're going on a huge spike, and my indicators are still in the same position, that's letting me know that that's a pump because the indicators are not following it. It's not relining itself back up into the rightful position it should, even on a spike. You know that the 9 MA is not getting back on top. The 20 is always in the middle majority of the time. And then your 50 is at the bottom. So if this is still staying in this position, as we getting a spike on up, 9 times out of 10, it's coming right back on down. So all I'm doing is being patient and waiting. That's all I'm doing, being patient and waiting. It's all about just being patient, just sitting on your hands. Again, you don't have to trade every day. You don't have to trade every second, every minute, every hour. Just wait for the right opportunities. That's it. Wait for the right opportunities. I'm clearly teaching, I'm clearly showing this through my trading. I haven't jumped in anything yet. I'm just waiting on. I'm looking at my patterns and studying my charts. Why not jumping into a trade? Because I'm learning on how to control my emotions. I'm learning on how to control my patience. Because I can easily be like, man, I need to make some money and then jump in. But what about if I'm jumping in at the wrong opportunity, wrong moments? And then, okay, what about if I jump in right now and the market doesn't do anything? What about if I jump in on a put, thinking it's going to drop and it actually just consolidates? Because do remember, we haven't cracked this 468.84 yet. We bounced one time and we haven't tested it just yet. What about if I jump in right now thinking it's going to crack it? And it don't crack, and it doesn't crack it, and it just consolidates. That's my time decay kicking in. My contract is wearing out. You know, buyers are leaving out of the contract, so it's leaving me stuck as a seller. You know, so why put myself in that position instead of just waiting for the right opportunities? That's what I'm doing, sitting here waiting. I'm being patient. So once the Fed meeting drop, whether we go up or down, I'm gonna just see which way we go. That's it. I'm gonna just see exactly the direction that we go. You know, will we get extended on the upside? Will we get extended on the downside? I mean, I'm just sitting here waiting. Already, again, as I'm waiting for 2 o'clock to roll in, I already got the areas I know of support. I know of resistance. You know, I got resistance as far as my high day today. My pre-market high day today. Oh, that's what I got to do. I forgot to change my thing back. What was that? 472, 77, something like that. Got to change it back. I forgot I was demonstrating earlier. Yeah, somewhere around that little bracket. Something like that. I mean, even though I got all these lines, I'm still looking at the overall picture. I'm still looking at the descended triangle, this downtrend. So it don't matter if I got a million lines. I'm still looking at the overall picture of a downtrend, regardless. That's all I'm doing. So as it's sitting in this area, it's not, and the reason why I'm sitting here, it's not nowhere near no resistant areas that I'm looking for. Is it up here? Nope. Is it up here? Nope. It's just right here, just consolidating. So why would I want to rush anything? Sit on my hands and be patient. The market isn't going anywhere. See that? It bounced. Boom. Now you're kind of in this little consolidated mode because you're not even getting a pop up. You're not getting a drop down. You're kind of in the middle. So why would I want to jump into a contract, put myself in this opportunity, in this position? When you're getting what a little, even if I was getting in, you're getting what a little small move up and a small move down. Because it's what, how many cents from one another? Where we at right here? From what, from 469, what, 23 to 469.50? What, 30 cents ish? So why would I put myself in a position like this? 30 cents? Well, I know what the market is capable of when I can get way much more than that. I'm not about to waste a day trade for 30 cents. Hell no. I want more than that. That's why I'm just letting it line itself up. Be patient. That's it. Now, had you would have caught the bottoms here on the call, yeah, you'd have been good. Because you would have got down, even if you would have caught a put up here and ride it on down, you'd have been good. Got here on the call, ride it on up, you'd have been good. You know? You had opportunities because you had right here at 468.80, and you riding that bad boy up to almost 470. That's almost like $1 and some change. You got 1,000 shares, you're making $1,000 plus within a certain move right here. That's it. I ain't getting $1,000 out of this. If I get in right now, I ain't getting a damn $1,000. 30 cents. If I had 1,000 shares, $300. I mean, it's not bad, but I know the opportunity, and I know, the capability of what SPY can do. Again, I know the personality of it. So I'm not going to put myself in this position where I'm going to drag my contract out and just get stuck there and let time decay kicks in and my contract starts to devalue. I'm not doing that. I'd rather catch this or just wait for the next opportunity. That's it. Wait for the next opportunity. Be patient. You're not in control of the market. You have to understand that. The market, I'm going to be honest. Excuse my language. The market does not give a damn about your feelings, your account, none of that. What you want, what I want, the market doesn't care. We are small fish in this big pond of traders. Because you have to remember, again, what do I always put? What my little thing I always put out? Where's it at? My little list of players in the market. 3 players of the market. Small size players, which that is us, retail traders. You have the medium sized players, your prop firms, and then you also have the big size players, which are your billionaires. We are here. So again, we're the small fishes in a big pond right now. So I'm gonna respect my environment that I'm in and wait for my opportunity because I don't control the market. I respect the market, but I don't control the market. So I'm gonna be patient. That's it. Nothing wrong with that. It's not a sin or a crime to just be patient. You ain't gonna die from it, God forbid. Sit on your hands. Just wait it out. Wait on the right opportunities. Because when you sit on your hands and wait, then you'll be happy that you did. Trust me. All right. Top gainers. You say drop. What we at? What you said? What we at? Oh, okay. I see it. Yeah, I'm looking at my stuff now. Congrats, boss. That boy made a nice little profit. 716. Congrats. But yeah, I'm just sitting waiting on the opportunity. Because do remember, we got the Fed's meeting coming out at 2 o'clock. So again, if I know something is coming out, why not just wait for the opportunity to see what's going to happen as far as the volume? 2 o'clock, minutes of the Fed's December meeting. Why not just wait for that opportunity to see what's going to happen as far as the volume? Just wait. That's all I got to do. Because it's not like I'm gonna be sitting there for hours and hours. My goal is to get in and out. That's it. In and out. Put myself in a nice position where I can either ride it on down or ride it on out. Ride it on up. Just depending on the direction of the market. Again, I already done familiarize myself with my areas of support. I done familiarize myself with my areas of resistance. I didn't familiarize myself with the areas of my environment. The environment is that we are on a downtrend environment. And I mean, again, just putting all the pieces to a puzzle together. That's it. Because again, look what it's doing right now. Why would I want to jump into the market when it's not doing anything? It's moving sideways. Not doing that. I mean, at least I'm helping y'all, showing y'all how to control y'all patience. Because you see me, well, I'm just sitting here. I mean, like I said, look what happened yesterday when I waited. I waited and waited for this move. I mean, even though I missed this opportunity, I missed this opportunity, I missed this opportunity. Hell, even this opportunity. But I knew another one was coming because all I did was put my line at this areas right here where I knew resistance was going to kick in. I said we got rejected here. We got rejected here. All I did was take the pass, which was earlier during the day, drag it over to this side. And once we got right back under that line where we got rejected at before, that's where I got in at. Because this area, which was resistance, didn't hold up as support. It became resistance once again. Because had it would have held up as support, we would have seen higher levels. We would have went from the 473s to the 474s, 475s back on up. However, we didn't do that. We came around the 473 areas, we got rejected. Around these areas, got rejected. Had a nice little pop on up for a minute. And then what happened? We came right back under resistance. Instead of using it as support, we got rejected once again. So I knew this area was getting weak. Perfect opportunity. Because if we got rejected once, we got rejected twice, we're just going to get rejected once again. That's it. And roll that bad boy on down. You say, okay, now we'll go to the sauna. I mean, like I said, boss, Guru, it's just a waiting game. I mean, that's why I'm like, if you miss certain opportunities, depending on your mindset, like if you are called or put, all you do is wait on the right opportunities. If you are called and you miss this opportunity going on up, okay, then wait for an opportunity where as it comes down to lower and lower levels. The only way to figure out what are the lower levels is before it even comes down to these areas. All you do is go to the past. Where do we have strong support at in the past that could probably help us out now? I went right here in the past, boom. I said that we bounced right here for the 468.84 and then ran right back on up from 468.84 all the way on up to 473. All I did was take this green line because I already did my research in the past. Now let's bring it to the present. And you can see we came on down. What was the level? 468.84. Went right back on up. That's it. So if you were trying to figure out exactly like especially for calls, if you was more of a call person and you missed this opportunity here and you're trying to figure out the next one, that's all you had to do. Boom. Got in this area. Roll that bad boy back on up. Easy. So that's why I'm just sitting on my hands and sideways. It's just nothing at this moment. I mean, it's just going to be some sideways movements till 2 o'clock. I mean, you know. Because right now it's 11:52. It's about to be 12 o'clock. So we might have a lunch hour transition, between 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock before the Fed's meeting even come out. We might have some type of transitioning happening. We might see some upside. We might see some downside. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, right now, all I see at this moment is sideways movements. And I'm not jumping into a contract with that crap. No. Negative. Because, again, you got to think about time decay. I mean, your contract is going to become worthless as it gets closer and closer towards the market close. And, no. I'd rather wait for an opportunity when I'm in and out. I'm not staying in that contract no longer than maybe 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, that's it. I'm not staying in no hour, 2 hours, no. That's why I'm just waiting for the right opportunities. So if it does make a nice move, I can get in, I can get out. So I'm just waiting on volume. That's it. And if I don't catch one today, who cares? You got tomorrow. You got Thursday, you got Friday, and then next week starting a new week, Monday through Friday. Remember, this is the beginning of the week. This is the beginning of the year for us. So we got the rest of 2024 to go. So I'm not in no rush. And then why put myself in a rushing position to lose money when I'm trying to make money? Or why especially if you're under the PDT, why put yourself in a position when you're only making like $20 to $30 when you can make $100 to $1,000? Come on now. Especially if you have a small account. I done showed y'all the power of those SPX contracts on what they can do if you have a $100 account. I done showed y'all that. Y'all can transform a $100 account to $500 to $1,000 like that if you're on the right side of the momentum. I showed y'all those charts before. When the one I was in yesterday went from 95 cents all the way up to like $4. So if you was in with $100 account, you could have transformed your $100 account to 400. You'd have been trading with a $400 account now. Easy. Stand on the right side of momentum. Being patient. He said, confessing my poor trade for accountability. Oh, come on, man. I tried to put on 469.22, so poor break and was wrong. Lost a little more than I should. Just poor stop discipline, so I could have been. Pete, you know the rules. Pete, come on now. Me and you like this, man. You know the rules. You know the game. You know how the market is, especially with Fed's meeting coming on up. I mean, come on, man. And then you can see the pattern. Why would you jump into this here? And we haven't even broken support yet. Think about it. We just hit support for the very first time as we fell at 468.84. This is a one time. This is a one touch. We only came down one time. We never even touched it again, and it's floating right here. So pretty much, if you're looking at it, if you're thinking about it from a channel standpoint, from your tops to your bottoms, you was trying to short in the middle. You already know that's not the way to go. If you're not trying to put in a put here, or at least you're like towards the highs, this is the wrong area. Because you remember I told you about the middle. You don't know what it's going to do. You don't know whether it's going to go up or down. That's why I said the middle is the worst areas to trade, because you don't know what it's going to do. It may fake you out as far as like it's going to break out and then go down, or it may look like it's going to go down, then go up. So if you're not buying at either the tops where we know that caused the impact in the market, which is around 470.96, we know it made an impact in the market, because look what happened. We tested it 470.96 and came all the way on down to 468.84. We know that 468.84 holds an importance in the market. It causes an impact, because look what happened once it touched it and went right back on up. But now you are in the middle. You're in the middle area that I would not be touching at this point in time, because you don't have no volume. Even your volume is getting weak. Look at all the volume we had at the beginning, and look right now. It's just pretty much dying out. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's still pointing down. Don't get me wrong. It's still, like, as far as the indicators are still pointing down, Pete. Don't get me wrong on that. It's just that it's going to be slow. It's going to be slow. Especially if you have a contract, it's going to drag it out. It's going to drag it. It's going to be like slow drag. It's because due to the volume. You know, had you would have caught this here, you'd have been good. You would have got in around that 470, 90-ish area. You could have just rolled this bad boy all the way on down. That was like almost a, $2 move? Like $1 or $2 move? Boom, you'd have been out. But these little areas, nah, I don't touch them. Unless that bad boy go right back this way, then I consider it. But right here in this middle area, negative. The only way I would consider doing it around this area is if we crack this 468.84 that I know hold a strong support that causes a huge impact into the market. This holds some type of importance. So you got to pay attention, Pete, to the areas that hold some type of importance into the market. So we know 468.84 holds some type of importance into the market. Why do we know this? Because it held some type of importance even in the past. So we go back, keep your eyes on this 468.84. We go back into the past, go back into the past. We know in the past 468.84 holds some type of importance, because they also use this area as support, but this support went from 468 all the way back on up to 473. Same as your put area. See what I mean? It's gonna be slow. So you got a lot of upper shadows, but it's just very slow. It's not like you're catching these drops like these. And plus, because the setup isn't there. See, here you had a nice setup where you ran up, you got overextended off of your indicators, overextended, and it crashed right back on down. Here, it's moving with it. See, me, when I go for my entries, I like overextensions either on the upside or overextensions on the downside where it can retract right back to it. Here, it's kind of like in between. So it's going to play around right in this area. That's why I like when it gets overextended away from it, when it can return back to it where I can receive more profit. But when it's kind of like following it, like playing around with it, it's gonna just move sideways because you don't see no overextensions on the upside. You see no extensions on the downside. It's just moving right along with it. See here, you'll have more reactions because again, you're getting overextended here, you're getting overextended here, you're getting overextended here. But here, look at this. It's just sideways. It's just sideways movements. That's why I say when you get in these little areas, do not jump in. Wait till you get into areas you know that's gonna cause like more of an impact in the market. But this sideways crap, no. So even though it's going down, my main focus is this. I don't care if it's moving down until we crack 478, 84. I say 78. So 468, 84. I'm going to just keep my mind, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about jumping into it right now. Because to me, in my mind, this area is still holding up as support. Just like this area is still holding up as resistance. So when you're in the middle, you can go either which way. You can go up or you can go down. And even if you go down, who's to say you're going to crack it? What about we bounce? What about we go down and it bounces again and go right back on up? See what I mean? I'd rather get in the areas where I know it's going to cause an impact as far as resistance. I'd rather get in the area as far as impact as far as support. See, we don't know if this area going to crack. Again, as it gets closer and closer to this 468, 84, we don't know it. We don't know if it's going to hold up for a second time, for a second touch, and then go right back on up. But you want to put yourself in a position where you can ride it down to support. Like getting in around the 470s, 96, where you can get in here without no issues, your reward is over your risk. When you're here, your risk is pretty much over your reward. So it's kind of like battles out together because you don't know what it's going to do. But here, if you get in for a put, you know you have more reward than risk because you're already topping out, you're already hitting resistance, and then you just ride that bad boy back on down. Same here as your calls. You get in here for a call, you already know that your reward is over your risk because you already are finding support areas. You're already buying at the bottom, just like you putting in for a put, you getting at the very top where you know resistance is. But when you get in right here, it's indecisive. You don't know whether the market is going to go up. You don't know whether the market is going to go down. You don't know whether one of the companies itself, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Meta, one of those companies is going to shift the market once again. One can be going up, one can be going down, which will make SPY pretty much consolidate because they don't know which direction to go because all your companies are not following one another. One may be going one way, the other one might be going the other way, which is making SPY like basically in the middle. It don't know which way to go. So when you're in these type of positions like this, it's tough. You'll get dragged out of your contracts quick, real quick. So that's why I say sit on your hands, wait for the next opportunity. That's it. For right here, this is just on sitting in your hands moment. That's it. Sit on your hands moment, wait till 2 o'clock. Because did I jump into anything? Nope. See, look what it's doing. Imagine you getting in, still being on the put. See what I mean? It didn't even pull all the way back down. That's the crap I'm talking about. When you think it's going to go down and it goes right back on up, see? And then next thing you know, it's building a higher low. Next thing you know, it's going this way. Right when you think it was going to drop, it's actually going this way. It's just like I said, when you're in the middle, it's tough because look right here. Even when I make these lines, it's still indecisive. Even if I go this way, that's a downtrend. Even if I go this way, it's an uptrend. So it's like, which way it's going to go? So at least when you know here, you at the top, riding it on down. At least when you know you're here, you're riding it back on up. But when you're in the middle, you don't know which way it can go. It can continue the uptrend or it can continue the downtrend. So you have to, that's why I say, Pete, just sit on your hands and just wait it out, Cap. I hadn't traded in a couple of days, so see, that's the best thing to do too. You don't have to trade every day. You wait for the right opportunities. And the best ways to figure out what are the best opportunities, you look at your economic data. That's one of the first things to do. because you want to figure out, okay, what's coming up next that can impact the market. So we already know today what we had. We had the job openings, we had the ISM manufacturing, and then we know today we're going to have the Fed's meeting, December meeting at 2 o'clock. Tomorrow, we know we're going to have the ADP employment. We know that we're going to have initial jobless claims. We're going to have the S&P final U.S. Service PMI. So we know, and that's the reason why I color code these for y'all, so y'all know which ones are more important than the others. You know, even if it's in yellow, it'll still have some type of impact, but it's not going to have as much as an impact as the ones in green. But so I do the work for y'all, so you don't have to do all of that. So all y'all have to do is just, hell, save this to y'all computer. All you got to do is hit copy, save as. If y'all need it, if you need to save it. You don't have to just go on my page, on my lobby to look for this. All you got to do is just take the picture and save it if you need it. But I do this for y'all. I do that, and what else I put out? I put out the price actions. Even this. If y'all need help, like understanding the price levels, I do this. I put this out. I design it. So y'all know your opens for today. Yesterday's open, yesterday's high, yesterday's lows, yesterday's close, volume or whatever. So y'all can keep these price areas in mind, because in case they come into play for today, let's just say, okay, what about if it goes up to 4? Let's just say it went up to 473. At least you know where the highs is at. What about if it goes as far as down as 470, 94, 49? You know where the low's at. What about if it goes back up to 472.65? You know where the close at. So you can just determine off of these little price points. That's why I put them out, so y'all can have a visual of, again, what areas held importance that day. Yesterday, we know what areas held some type of importance. Keep these in mind, because they might come into play for the next day. That's why I put this out. All these play a major factor. A major factor. See, look at this. Don't know which way I want to go. I want to go up or want to go down. That's why I say these areas are the worst. Do not get in the middle. If you're not buying at the bottoms or going for puts at the tops, stay away from the middles. Stay far away until we get some type of movement, some type of, something to make the market move. But right now, I see a few green candles. But yeah, I mean, I'm just sitting on my hands. I'm just still being patient. I mean, it took me a while to get like this, because I used to be like that too, Pete. I ain't gonna lie, I used to be so impatient. I wanted to jump into a trade. I wanted to make money, but then once I jumped in, I lost money. So that became more frustrating. And then once I lost money, now I wanted to revenge trade. I'm like, And look, you done broke one of the dang rules. What did we talk about? Where is it at? Here we go. With that bottom one, you done killed that bottom one already. Look at that. Not having enough patience. You already done did it. And we supposed to be going to 2024 on the new. Come on now, man. We supposed to be working on this. Because you got to ask yourself, before you jumped into your trade, did you have the right mindset? Did you have a detailed trading plan? A stable work ethics? As far as doing your research, your homework ahead of time, basically have everything set in place. So it's like, man, you already breaking these little commandments, man. What's wrong, man? You already doing it. And we're going into 2024, not having enough patience. What else? Again, not having a detailed plan, because I'm pretty sure you'd have a detailed plan when you jumped into that, and then you had the wrong mindset. Again, I didn't even trade yet. I'm just still sitting here relaxing. I'm waiting for the right opportunities. Because remember, look what happened yesterday. All I did, again, I missed this. I even missed this. All I did was I waited for my opportunity right here. Why did I choose this area? Because once I seen that it got right back on the 473, because yesterday 473 was my main area of resistance. I'm like, if we break above 473, we could turn that to support, go on up. However, if we get back on the 473, resistance is going to take place once again, like we did here, right here, and then right here. Once we tried to break out and we couldn't hold it, and look at the downtrend. Let me get back out of it. You see right here, we tested, came on down, we was in a downtrend, and then we tested it once again and got right back under where? We got back on the 443. This is where I got in at, and I waited. So I waited from 9:30 to what time this was? About what, 2? Was it about almost 2 o'clock when this happened? About 1:45. Yeah, 1:45 ish when this happened. Yeah, about 1:45. So I waited till almost 2 o'clock, and I got the best move ever. Look at this. Even though I missed this, I missed this, I missed this, I missed this. Look at that. Missed these opportunities and got a big opportunity by waiting. Patience. That's it. That's it. By being patient. That's all you got to do, Pete. Be patient, man. Just be patient. Allow the trade to come to you always. Even though I missed these areas, what did I do? I allowed the trade to come to me. I got in right here, and I rolled that bad boy on down. Boom, profited. So same thing here. Just allow itself to set itself up, but do remember we have news coming out. We have the Fed's meeting, so we have to see what type of impact it's gonna have. We can see a spike, we can see a drop, but we don't know. We don't know until 2 o'clock. Till 2 o'clock here, then we'll find out. And that's probably why some of that volume is dying off, because you might have some traders, because you got to think about it on the psychological basis too. You got to think about traders who may be waiting till 2 o'clock to trade because they know that data coming out. I mean, you had some early bird traders that got in early this morning and got their moves, but you got to think about it. It's 12 o'clock. It's lunch hours. You already had people that got their trades and got in and out. Lunch hours is rolling around. They're probably waiting to come back around 2 o'clock for the next opportunity. That's it. But this time, no. Either you trade between 9:30 to 11:30, shut it off. Wait till after lunch hours, because lunch hours you go through a transition. Between like 12 to 1, you'll go through some type of transition. I don't know why I keep hitting my microphone. Crazy. He say, let's. I see you, boss. Oh, man. Let's see. Did we get... Yep, so just sit on your hands, just be patient. Like I said, I haven't jumped in anything yet. I'm just sitting here. Why? I know my game. I'm sticking to my game plan. I'm waiting for a better opportunity. I understand my environment. I know the personality of SPY in general. And again, I know the potential it has to giving me more profit. So why put myself, especially again, if I'm dealing with contracts, why would I want to put myself in this type of situation when it's going to just move sideways and the time decay kicks in? Because I normally use the same day contract. Even when I traded yesterday, I used the same day contract, but I stayed in my contract for no longer than 10 minutes. I was in and out. So I didn't get in early and sat there for hours and hours and hours and hours. No, I sat there and waited for everything to set itself up. Then I jumped in. But no, I didn't jump in hours and hours ahead of time and sat there and let that time decay kick in. No, I got in right at that right time when I seen the opportunity that the market was about to fall, because I did all my homework. I did my research. I seen which way we were going. I seen that we were on a downtrend. I seen that we were losing in value, decreasing in value, because we were going from like the 473.60s down to the 473.30s, back down to 473 evens. And once I started to see the prices decrease, that's letting me know that weakness was kicking in, and I got in. And what time it is right now? 12? Whew, because we got some ways to go before 2 o'clock. Man, I don't know why I jumped in this early. Because I thought I was going to do a trade, but since I didn't take one, I'm like, man. Ain't no point in coming back for power hour either, because that's at 3. I might as well just stay and rock it out. So we're going to just have to find something to do. We're going to have some fun. We're going to do something. Shoot. Get up, boss man, real quick. Let me see. Right, boss man, real quick. Yeah, we about to find something to do though, man. And then I'm gonna let y'all watch a few videos where my boy Trading Addict. He like one of the top notch traders that always breaking down things like the way, like, especially Pete, like what you going through. He always breaking certain things down, and basically like what you were just doing. He was talking about that in one of his shorts. I'm gonna bring it up in a few minutes. All right, cool. Let me see if I can bring it up real quick. Let me see. Let me close that out. Trading. Let me see. It was a trading addict. Trading addict. Yeah, he always like had these little shorts, and it's like, oh, he always talk about certain things that we go through as traders, and I mean he been hitting the nails right on the head too. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see if I can find one. Trading's not perfect. Like, see, like I mean, he'll have like different little shout out to Trading Addict. But they'll have like little different things. See, keys to existence. Man, back testing. Your trading journal. Any similar nice breakout. Man, he was talking about one of them recently. About to force the trade. Was that the one? About to. Oh, shit, I can't hear him.
Have to master is awareness, right? Most traders, what they do is they take a bad trade, and after the fact, they realize, oh man, that was a bad trade. Or they might see a good pattern, right? And they don't take the trade, and then after the trade, they're like, oh man, that's a good trade, right? But if you keep doing that over and over and over after the fact, how are you going to grow? You have to understand what's going on in real time, not after the fact. A good example, let's say that you are in a relationship, and every time you have an argument with your partner, you say bad things to your partner, and you want to stop. If you realize that after the fact, how are you going to get better? It's impossible. So when you do have an argument, before you say something bad, you have to catch yourself and say, you know what? Let me take a deep breath. Let me not say something bad. Let me chill out. Same thing with trading, guys. When you are about to force a trade, you can say, you know what? Let me chill out. You know, I don't want to force this trade. I don't want to damage my account. Let me just relax and wait for that next trade. Now,
See what I mean? Like he always throwing out some little gems every now and then, man. I respect him for that. I mean, and it makes sense to a lot of things that he says. You know, as far as forcing your trades, you know, letting emotions get in the better of you, and just just doing things you know you ain't supposed to do. And again, I've been in those positions, man. I didn't jump into trades that I know I'm not supposed to jump into, and do the emotions, and I mean, but you gotta learn how to tame it, man. Especially if you're especially for 2024, man. We can't bring our bad habits from 2023 into 2024. We definitely want to do better and be better. Cause I told y'all, man, I'm manifesting that I'm gonna see a lot of six-figure traders in Tradecaster, man. And I'm still gonna speak that into existence because I know y'all capability. I mean, y'all put out great alerts. I mean, y'all normally on top of the things that I see that y'all posting, y'all on top of y'all game. But again, as humans, we got to deal with emotions. I already know how they go. Trust me, I know exactly how that rolls. It's gonna be a waiting game, I swear. What time it is? Ugh. It's like 12. Because I'm debating what I want to do. Because I want to just really sit here, and I really want to wait till this meeting. Because what I might do, y'all, I might jump back on. It's gonna still be an intraday commentary. But I just don't want to be sitting here dragging out time, though. I'm just kind of debating what I want to do. Because I know I'm not trading until 2 o'clock. I know that. But I'm just trying to keep y'all entertained. I'm trying to keep y'all... Because other than that, I'll be sitting here. But, I mean, I can pull up some stuff. I mean, but it'll be some old school stuff I'll be pulling up. Man, I'll be pulling up, like, old school cartoons or bringing up stuff just to keep us entertained, man. But, I mean, right now I'm just not trading because I'm just not forcing myself to trade. You just got to have the capability to understand it. Because, okay, Pete, I see you by the text. But ask yourself, okay, let me see. Yeah, he say, go take a break and come back fresh. before we should step in 30. Yeah, that's what I might do, Cap. I mean, I might take a nice little break. I mean, a little intermission and come right back. Cause yeah, right now I just don't see no opportunities at the moment. Like I said, until we crack that 468.84, I mean, we'll start to see new lows. But at this moment, that area is gonna hold up as some type of floor. And then even this area that I got in black, that's 468.26. Now, why did let me light this up real quick before I even do take my little break. Why did I have this area? Let's go back to the past. Let's go back real quick. So not only that area that I called out before, see this? So not only this area 468.84, you also had these lower shadows here at 468.26. So that was another reason why I had that that line at the bottom, and also we had this little low here on 468.36. I mean 67.36 right here. So that's what I'm saying. You're gonna have a lot of little support areas, like hidden areas that you may not pay attention to. That's like lying right underneath us. So that's why I do my research and look at it. But yeah, at this moment, I'm just sitting on my hands still too. But I think I'm gonna take a little break real quick, guys, and then I'm gonna jump right back on and let y'all know when I'm gonna hop back on it, back on the live. So we'll get a little 30 minutes, hour break until. So I'm gonna jump back on. Let me see what time it is right now. 12:20. It's about 1:45 going into 2 o'clock. I mean, I'll do that. So that'll be. So what time that'll be on my end? About 12:45. Yeah, about 12:45. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be hopping back on again, guys, man. Once we get closer and closer towards this meeting, so we can see where we go from here, and then I'll just ride it on out even through Power Hour. So right now, just take a little break, sit on our hands, not force a trade, just step away from the computer, clear your mind, especially you, Pete. Go do what you gotta go do. Even thinking about the losses or the choices you made, just sit there and think about it. And just analyze it and just better yourself. But I know y'all got the capability to be great traders, man. I definitely believe in y'all. But I will be hopping back on, just to kind of avoid this little slow time right now. So as the meeting is about to roll around, I'll hop back on. So y'all gonna enjoy y'all lunch. I will be hopping back on. That'll be 1:45 Eastern, 12:45 Central. So I will be hopping back on. So I will be seeing y'all shortly. So again, enjoy y'all lunch. Do sit on your hands. Do not force a trade if you don't see an opportunity. Please do this for your boy. Do this for your boy, please. I beg of you. Don't force a trade. We're here to make money, not lose money. We want the market to pay us, not us pay the market. Okay? So do this for your boy. Just please do this for me. So sit on your hands. Let's see what happens at 2 o'clock, with this Fed's meeting opportunity, and see where we go from there, okay? Just do your boy a favor. So I will be hopping back on. So let me get everything situated. All right, I am good to go. Let me see if I got everything set up. My time, I'm cool. All right. So yeah, I'll be hopping back on. Like I said, 12:45 Central, 1:45 Eastern. So I will see y'all then. Y'all take care, man. Peace.